episode of Aurogiri. Excuse me for a sec, just had to cough. Alright, so it's a beautiful Tuesday morning. I believe we're in August now. Today is August 2nd. Yesterday was New Brunswick Day, a holiday where I live, so I was at a water park, enjoying that with my family, friends, you know, having some fun. My feet hurt though because their concrete is very spiky and pointy and very rigid. So, you know, that's a little bit about me. So, here we are, back in Kusatsu like the old days. Got my girls with me, Luna and Hilarelia. So, what's the point of this video? What's the August update? So, you know, I'm just gonna zoom out a bit here. So August, you know, it's a new month. So it's nice to just start the new month with new topics, new information, you know, just keep the ball rolling, basically. So I'm holding my Omen Doom cross here, you know, it's nice. So, first news is the deed is done. I got the Storm at 100. I got my Rhyme at 100, and last night I got my Nova to 100. So that's awesome. That was a great stress relief. Especially with the Nova, I only had so many swords. And I only had like 2 swords, I had 3 swords from like 70 to 100, and they all went through. And I ran out of 30% charms, so I only had to use the 20s. Like the ones they give you in the boxes. So going to 100 was a 45% chance. Going to 90 was a 55. Like it was, it was rough. But it went through, and it was a button B the whole way. So between those 3 numbers. So that was great. In the end, I got Revolving Blast 5 and double Wind Thrust. Well, Wind Thrust 5, Wind Thrust 6 on the Storm, or Nova. And I like it. You know, Revolving Blast is nice, but you can't, like, move when you're using it. So, it's a very risky move, in my opinion. Hilarelia, get up here. Get up here. You can do it. Whatever. You can stay down there. And then the Wind Thrust is it's got such good cooldown, and Wind Thrust got a huge buff this week, or this update. Like, it's got like over 1,000 skill force. And Wind Thrust 6 is even more, 1,300. And 7 is like 1,900. It's crazy, I don't have it though. Like, compare that to Water Dragon 5 at 444 and Water Dragon 6 at 518. Like, whew, that's twice the skill force, so I thought I'd give it a chance. You know. Like moves like Ice Blossom, 850. I think the only thing that really has super skill force on Spear right now is like Thundercrack 7 at 2,000 some skill force. That's crazy. But when we get the skill cards for the others, like there's going to be skill cards for Wind Thrust 7 and Revolving Blast 7 and Stone Spire 7. Those moves are going to be OP because their skill force have all been super buffed. But until then, you know, I'm content with what I have. But if Revolving Blast 7 came out, I'd throw it right on this weapon immediately, like no hesitation. I'd throw in Revolving Blast and Whirlwind Thrust, you know, just boom boom. Go in. You know, the Rhyme, I'd throw in Water Dragon 7 until it had like, you know, Water Dragon 6, 7 and Ice Blossom 7. And then the Storm, I think my Storm is good. I'd probably throw on Stone Spire Barrier 7 just because I like that move a lot. But we don't have those skill cards yet, but that's just, you know, future talking. And the Cross is basically my backup weapon because the Cross is, you know, a couple thousand attack weaker than the Gargoyle weapons. So that's the update to my personal build. So, what else has we got? What else do we have to say? So a couple new videos will be coming soon. Some videos I plan to do are a video on how to get out or how to deal with the ETC glitch, because that thing is becoming a little more rampant and a lot of players don't know how to deal with it. For those who don't know, the ETC glitch is where like this golden ball will show up here and it'll spin and it's like uh-oh, like the network connection, and then it says ETC and then 4 or a couple little blocked characters that are not translated, so we just call it the ETC glitch. And basically what that does, if you're not familiar with what it does, is whenever that pops up, I think it's like your game is having like a brain fart and it can't connect, or things are going, it just doesn't process something, it misses something. I think that's what it means. And it makes it so that you can't go through portals. So let's say sometimes you're doing a dungeon, like you're getting carried in new or you're running new, then it says ETC, and then you go through a portal, and you just walk right through the portal, like multiple times, like, oh, what the heck's going on? And then you'll go in, and you'll be like, what do I do? And then you're gonna click your X, you're gonna be like, leave dungeon, and you click it, and it'll say, oh, I can't leave dungeon. Well, the solution to that is, and here's the bad thing about that before I get to the solution. When that glitch comes up, ETC, if you just log out, like you shut your game off, or hit log out if it enabled you, you will lose the items you picked up in that dungeon. Like anything you picked up on that floor you got ETC'd on, will count as if you never even like loaded into that floor and none of that stuff ever happened. So when that happens, like let's say you picked up, like you're getting carried in new or something, or you're running new, like I said, and let's say you picked up like 2 North Mags and 2 Ceruleans, like, yeah, I got some gems. And then you get the ETC, you leave, you come back, you're like, hey, where's my gems? Where's my North Mags? Like, that's what would happen. But to combat that, assume this only works if you're in a party, though. Okay, it only works if you're in a party. You'd go to community and you'd hit leave party. When you hit leave party, like it's not, like when it says leave dungeon, it'll say, no, you can't leave dungeon. But if you say leave party, it'll be like, okay, but you're going to lose your pooled experience. Like, you're going to lose it anyway. So you just hit leave party, and then you'll leave the party, and the game will boot you out, and it will like force you to load the area you came from before. So that's how you fix that. That's how you fix that entirely. Like, that's the solution. You just hit, leave party. However, now let's say the opposite occurs where, like I tested this yesterday. I was running cat, someone got ETC. People getting ETC'd a lot, and they didn't know how to leave. So I tried to kick them, and when I kicked them, all it did was remove the little like the blue, like when you're in a party, your teammates have blue names. Well, that teammate's name stopped being blue. He had a white name, and he was just in the He was just in the run. It didn't help him. So at that point, he couldn't leave party because he was technically out of the party, and he had to shut his game off. So don't do that. Don't kick people. Just, if you get ETC, just, leave party. Tell your friends, just leave party. And sometimes, when people get ETC, they will not receive messages. Like, if you type in the party chat, they might not see it. If you type in all chat, they might not see it. If you whisper them, they might not see it. So, just let you guys know. I'll make a better just single video for that later, but I just wanted to say it as I'm talking about the grander update thing. I've had requests to talk about yokai synthesis, so I actually did yokai synthesis on Hellorelia here, and what that did was remove the level 50 level cap, and I sacrificed Kijimuna to her, so now she's stronger, and it reset her stat points, and it changed her grade of skills. That's basically what yokai synthesis does. And then you have charms to increase the success rate. It's like a smelt, really. Like, they hit max level, and then you sacrifice another one, and they smelt higher. It's basically yokai smelting. So what else do we have to talk about? Well, with these done... Oh, another thing. Now, before I said that once I had all 3 115s, I'd be able to help more people do hards and their hells and stuff like that. That is true. However, the people I'm still... my group, my friends that I usually run with, not all of them have all 3 of the gargoyle weapons. Some of them just have 1. And we were talking about it, and I'm just like, you know what? We can't just move on, because if every time one of us gets all 3 weapons, we just bugger it off to the next thing, none of us are going to get our weapons. So until, the bulk of my crew has their 115s, I can't really devote my energy to much else, because, we made a commitment. They help me, we help them. It's all RNG, so we just got to stick through it. So I think my buddy Ryujin is only, a couple drops away from having both his Lightning Levin and his Inferno, and then our buddy King Cannon just needs his Inferno. And I think most of us have all 3. Lyra has all 3, Suzaku has all 3, Cluster has all 3, I have all 3, and I believe Ikaros has all 3 as well. So a lot of us are making progress. Like, you know, it's happening. But I am out of Artisan Sword, so I have to go through skill cards to go through that stuff. Whew, that's cool. So getting the gargoyles was a very happy moment for me last night. I was like, woohoo, past the 45. This is great. So what else? What other videos do we... Like, that's another thing. Like, please send me topics. If there's something you have a question about or something you want to know in Onigiri, just let me know. And I'll get to that, make a video for it. One thing I want to make a video for, but it requires me to take notes, is I want to just leave, like, you know, a verbal list of all the mags that you can break down to get good materials. We have a community that has a list of all the mags that we've broken down that have given us good stuff, but I'd like to just transfer that down to a video and just read it off. Like, I know North mags that you get from the mine of Bokyakuk, you break those down, you can get like Seshusheki fragments and good stuff, and you can break down Azura mags, and you can break down the stuff from Cat, like Keiragi, Cockatoo. Keiragi can get you through to transients, I think, and Cockatoo can get you human boulders, and all this good stuff. You know, human boulders needed to make the Ice Gargoyle 110, I believe, or one of them. So if you, it might be better just to go farm Cockatoo mags, break them down, for those that aren't spear users, obviously, instead of just going to farm Sato and stuff. And speaking of Sato, we had a dungeon dash this weekend. I tried to compete, but I'm pretty slow-ish. My load screens are longer than some people. But, you know, I got close to about 622 on Sato Mine, but then in the end I believe it was Suji, Princess Lucky, and Brimtone who were the fastest. So, you know, good job to them. And then I didn't try for Tensho, and I didn't try for the other one, whatever that was. There were 3 dungeon dashes. There was Sato Mine, there was Dragon Arc Tensho, and then there was something else. I don't really remember what it was. But I tried for Sato a bit, and I didn't really win. But I tried. At one point I was in the top 3, but then other people came in. Last minute, did it. So, whatever. So we are in a new month, so... Oh, one thing we've noticed is when you get to a new month, the point Daruma resets, like, every month, like, completely. So before we were speculating that you could only get 3 gargoyle Ogis from it, like, ever. Because you buy the first one for 40,000, then the next one for 80,000, the next one for 80,000. And I have some friends who bought all 3 of them. And then my buddy Ryujin's like, hey, I can buy more of this. It's like, I can buy another 500 durability ticket. He's like, what happened? Why is this happening? And then we looked at the calendar on the computer and we're just like, oh, it's, you know, it's a new month. So we're assuming that the Daruma completely, he'll restock stuff every week, but he completely restocks certain things, like, every month. So the 500 durability ticket, excuse me. He'll probably be able to, you can probably buy more Lance Oogis, so maybe the Lances aren't just 3 per person, it's just 3 a month. So that's cool. Very, very cool. Another thing to talk about, which is a very important thing, was I got a AdSense letter in the mail yesterday from Google. And, you know, Google owns YouTube, and basically it was them sending me my activation code to have them deposit, you know, money, you know, ad revenue money from the YouTube videos to, like, me personally. So how YouTube works is every $100 you make from ads, they will send you that $100. So, you know, making all the Aurogiri videos and you guys watching it and, you know, enjoying it, and us just, you know, having fun making videos together. The ads they're actually starting to pile up, and they actually, like, I was like, whoa, they're actually, like, sending me this stuff. This is awesome. So that's a great thing, you know, 500 subscribers, that happened. We're at 525 right now. I haven't really done anything big for 500 yet, and that's kind of getting on my, you know, it's getting on my not my nerves, but it's just getting to me, I guess you could say. And I'm just trying to think what I can do for the 500 subscriber video. Like, I think I might, I talked about this many times before, but I haven't done anything specific about it yet because I'm not, you know, I'm not, what's the word? I'm not, like, it hasn't solidified yet what exactly I want to do. So, I mean, we had that one AMA that was really fun a long time ago, and I'm thinking we could probably do another one maybe sometime this week. Maybe, I'd like to say Friday, just because, you know, Friday is a fun day. And we'll see how that goes. Another thing is, and I mentioned this in other videos, but as you can see on my right hand side of the screen here, I have like, you know, 18 lucky boxes, and I usually don't have lucky boxes, so I open them right away. What I'm doing now, because of misclicks and stuff, I have opened 2 by mistake, but I'm going to be like with well, we always used to call this the abstinence challenge, where you just don't open boxes till you hit a certain point. But I'm going to be taking the lucky box challenge. You know, I'm just leaving them there until the channel hits 600 subscribers. So I'm not like allowed to open them until then. So what we're going to do with that is I'm going to let the boxes build up, build up, build up. Hopefully I run enough dungeons and get enough to build them up. I want to hit at least 100. And then, you know, once we hit that 600 subscribers, I'm going to make a video where I just, you know, it's like Christmas, and we'll just make a little short video of me just opening, like, lucky boxes. I think that'll be a lot of fun. So, like, my buddy had, like, 1,000, and he got, like, 20 artisans. Like, wow. That'd be fun, but I don't think I can get that many. But not at the rate people are subscribing. Like, I started doing this when I was at 500. We're already at 525 again. Like, that's great. That's awesome. I love it. So, that's great. So I like my Nova, my Rhyme, my Storm. And the weird thing about all 3 of them is that the Storm was the first one I made. Now look at this here. Look at the Storm's attack power is like 19,650. Like, that's huge. Like, my buddy's swords aren't that strong, and swords are stronger than spears on average. And then the Rhyme was, you know, 189, which is 700 attack less than the Storm. And then the Nova, excuse me. And then the Nova is like still like 300 attack less than the Rhyme. So, like, the Nova is 1,000 attack less than the Storm. So, whenever I switch to Vanguards, I always switch to the Storm first. Well, sorta. If I'm switching to Luna, I'm gonna use the Rhyme because Luna I use a lot of Water Dragon with Luna, and then, you know, if I'm gonna be using Eternal War with Miyamoto and stuff, I'll use the Thunder one because Eternal War is Thunder. And I don't really use many fire attacks in my Vanguards, so Nova will not see use as the switch weapon. Oh, by the way, like, I was second guessing this, but Verdant Storm, like, in place of Lance, Verdant Storm, like, this thing is level, like, 2 for me. Like, it's like level 6 or something like that. Level 9. Like, I just started using it, and I hit a gargoyle for, like, 2.45 mil the other day. Like, Levin Lance, I crit him low health for, like, fully charged, like, 2.5 mil. I was like, oh my god. That's insane. Verdant Storm is insane if you get the time to charge that. Like, it's wow. Verdant Storm, I'd highly recommend it for people that are, if you're making a Nova, like Nova Sword, or, you know, what classes get Verdant Storm? So, the Twin Sword, Spear, Sword, I think that's it. I think that's all the ones that get Verdant Storm, is Twin, Sword, and Spear. Just let me double check though. Oogie card 5. Sword gets Verdant Storm, Spear gets Verdant Storm, Twin Sword, yeah. So, you know, 3 classes get Blistering Ice Wave, 2 get Weight of the Earth, 1 gets Storm. Hi Layla. No, I'm gonna try this last name here. So, Layla Jokum? I'm gonna say Jokum and hope I'm correct in pronouncing that. enunciating, saying it. But hello. Whew. So, now, as I said, like, we're still working on the gargoyle weapons, so I don't know how close I'm gonna be to farming the dragon arcs. I really have no idea, because I know a lot of people are gonna be wondering, like, oh, are you going for dragon arc next? Are you going for the 117 weapons next? Are you going for the 116s? Those are a lot of good questions. Now, a lot of people want the 117 staff. Totally wrong? Totally wrong? Okay. Totally wrong. Well, at least I tried. Maybe it's Leela. I don't know. I don't know. It's not a name I've ever seen before. So I tried. And you can't teach me how to pronounce it from here, so I don't know. But hello nonetheless. So when it comes to the dragon arcs, I know that I want the night sky. And I feel like if I were to ever go after the night sky dragon arc weapon, I would want it to what's the word here? I would probably skip the normal dragon arcs. Like, I mean, you can't because they're the recipe, but I would only build those weapons up to like 70 and then just build the night sky using that. And then later, if I wanted any others of them, like, you know, their normal forms, I would essentially Alsame, I would build up another Alsame. So that's my dragon arc philosophy. But for the most part, I'm gonna wait till all my friends are ready for dragon arc before we, you know, just go after dragon arc. But now I finally have fire, so that's gonna be fun. What do I want to talk about now? I mean, we don't have to talk about everything. Just a little update video. Like I said, like, if anyone has any video suggestions, please comment them. You know, and I'll go over them. Oh my God, Luna, calm down. Look at her go. She's like, I need to run over there. I need to. Okay. So one thing I want to do, but it's going to require cooperation from my friend Lyra, is a Sasuke guide. Like, I did a Miyamoto guide saying where to put skills, and and some people saying, well, what about Sasuke? What about Luna? And I guess I got to do a Luna one. I guess I can do that. Although I only have 3 weapons, and then for Sasuke, I'd have to ask my friends who have Sasuke, because I don't have Sasuke. But my friend Lyra has 5 scrolls, so I'm pretty sure we could just sit down in a party someday and just, he could go over it, and we could talk about it. You know. I haven't looked at Luna's skills in a long time, actually. Like, I use Hydro Spiral, Stone Spire, Dividing Force. Dividing Force is not even that good, to be honest. Like, Luna's not even that good. But, I really don't know what skills to put. Like, I would say Hydro Spiral. Stone Spire is really the best move she has, honestly. So, like, Hydro Spiral, Stone Spire, and then I would probably go so far as to say Double Edge Cut 7. Because if you had those 3 moves, you know, use the first 2, but when you're low on health, you just double edge, double edge, double edge. You could do a lot of damage. I could see that working very well. Very, very well. And then another thing for Miyamoto, in case I haven't, like, explained this just from people watching me do cat and stuff, Collapsing Blade 7 is life. Like, Collapsing Blade 7 is just one of the best moves ever right now for, like, every class. And, like, honestly, I think Retribution and Collapsing Blade's all you need, and then your Ogies. Like, I'm half tempted to get rid of Holy Empty Sky /6. I mean, it's not, like, it's a nice move. It is. But a lot of players, like PC players and stuff too, will just have the Collapsing Blade. And then, like, Retribution, Collapsing Blade. Like, that's all you really need. Holy Empty Sky / is nice. It is a good move. is a great move. But I think Collapsing Blade is just so much cool. It's so much better. Like, so you could have like 6-7, 6-7, and then the other two weapons. You know, and I have been experimenting with Scroll of Skill, just seeing how that works. But you know, I think it's better than Crimson Flame Blast Smash right now, because that move, I think it's not as good as it used to be, and it wasn't even that good to begin with. So you can expect like a little, you know, formal video just explaining how to build Lunastasia. Then we'll try to do one for Sasuke, but it's going to be hard without my visual reference, because it's going to be my buddy doing it. So we'll just be talking about it there. So videos to come. You know, eventually we're going to be doing Dragon Arcs. It's going to be, you know, starting out on normal, working our way up to hell. And then my buddy's already built a normal one. But the Dragon Arcs are a pain in the ass because they require you to build the juncture weapon to like 50. And mine's only at like plus 20 or something. The what's it called? The Kubikasumata, something like that. Kubisasumata. So I'm working on that in the background, you know, on the sides. I'm trying not to artisan it, but this person keeps blocking in front of me. What are they wearing? They have like some kind of chainmail. Oh, they're a boy. I thought they were a girl. I'm like, girls don't get chainmail. What the heck? So, you know, that's stuff to come. So a couple videos coming. Holding on to my artisans till then, so we'll make an artisan opening video. You know, I'll be eventually doing Dragon Arcs. And then, oh, another thing is Zazmo is like another spear user guy. We know him. He made the Night Sky Dragon Arc weapon. Oh, you're watching my broadcast? Oh, hi. I've never seen you before, Dragon Slayer 1999. Maybe I have. Oh, hi. Hello. So, I think the next goal is the Night Sky, because we're just, I think that's the best way to do it. I would sooner like build up just Dragon Arcs to 70 or whatever you need them to be at to make the Night Sky, and then go back and build like the one Dragon Arc you want. One, like, I mean, all of them are nice, but they're not as strong as the Night Sky, not even close. And personally, I just want the water one. I don't care for the wind and earth one or the... Now, I have no idea what the other one is. I think one of them might be holy. I don't know. I think one of them is holy. But I'm not entirely sure. I'm going to look that up quickly. So, let me just look up spear. Spur. I'm pretty sure it's the same element for all classes, though. So let's see here. Hyotangu, Brigandia. I still gotta make my Brigandia. That's gonna bug me, because I don't got any artisan swords. Flamefoot Guardian. Where are the Dragon Arcs? Are they above? They're there. Uryufo, Hammerhorn. Their attack's so much lower. Oh my god. Oh, it's you, the God One. And then there's that Night Sky. Wait, what? I didn't know the Night Sky had rain element on it. My God, holy crap! I didn't know that. I want that Night Sky now. Give me that. My God. What do you have on that? Like Collapsing Blade, Water Dragon, Water Dragon? Sounds good to me. That sounds awesome. That's cool. Okay, so what was the other... Oh, there's the Heaven Horn. Okay. That one's okay, so there's one that's Mountain and Wind, and then there's one that's Fire and Holy, and then there's one that's Rain and Water. Or no, Rain and Lightning. So I know I want the Rain Water. And then I don't really care about the Heaven Horn. Fire and Holy, I don't really care about it. And then the Zenith, don't care about that either. So that's cool. Those are cool weapons. But then there's the Night Sky. I'm just gonna double look at what you need for Night Sky. Just because I'm talking about it, might as well look at it. Okay, so damage cap cannot be exceeded. It gives you dark, fire, lightning, rain, wind, and negative holy. That's interesting because I would have thought it would have gave you some of the elements of all of them. But it doesn't. Like there's no mountain element. But it gives you both the lightning and the rain, which is very interesting to say the least. It gives you the lightning and the rain. Like it gives you all of the rainwater, but only half of the other two. Now I wonder if it's only the spear that's like that, or if they're all like that. That's very interesting. I like that. So it gives you 30 dark. That's probably the most important thing, is the 30 dark. So you'd probably want to try to skill change or buy cards for Collapsing Blade 6 or 7. But then, knowing me, I'd probably want to put on like Water Dragon 6 or 5 or 7 or 6, depending on when they come, those cards. And then I'd have Collapsing Blade on it too. And then, and your choice of Ogi is very diverse on this weapon. Like you could have Verdant Storm because it's wind. You could have Tidal Wave because it's rain. You could have Eternal Thunder because it's lightning. There's no Fire Spear Ogi. You could put Lance. You could put a Lance on it. There's so many choices, but you just can't put your Spirit Blast Geki. It's very interesting. And it gives you 15% Spear Skill Force. And then it gives you 40 Dark if you have 120 Vit. And then if under remaining HP, and then if your HP goes under 50%, your attack drops. So that's interesting. But what you really want is the Ugi Daten Ryu Force. That's like what's important. Now, I don't know if this is a problem with the wiki, but it says you get your recipe from Assault Dragon Arc Tensho, Assault Dragon Arc Gakuho, and then it says Gakuho again. I'm pretty sure the recipe can drop from any of them, but I don't know why it says Gakuho twice. I think they might have just made a mistake. He is attacking me. But to make this, you need the 115 Dragon Arc weapon, plus 70, plus 70, plus 70, 200 Idama, 200 Idama, 200 Dark Stones, and then you're gonna need the 3 jewels from each of the Dragon Arcs, and then some gems. The gems are probably the easiest part, to be honest. It's just 5 of each, so that's not too bad. So I guess the Night Sky, I didn't know the Night Sky had rain element. I like it now. I like it a lot more now. So Night Sky will probably be my next goal. Very interesting. And then if I ever... Now it's weird, because I wanted the Uryu Horn because of its rain element. But now that I know the Night Sky is rain element, I might not really care. I might just throw a Tidal Wave on this weapon. Have double tornadoes on it. I'm getting attacked by Water Dragon. I'm God. Yeah, I know. Velvet says, what's up? What's up? Alright, so I think we've discussed everything. Oh yeah, the only thing I didn't really discuss was the 116 and the 117 weapons from the moon. So these weapons are identifiable, which means you don't need to use artisan swords. However, it takes a really long time to get those weapons. You know, you have to run a lot of the dungeons, and most of the time when you identify a gold from like Benkei Factory or something, you're gonna get like a weird broken weapon. Is that Zuzu over there? Is that Zuzu? That's Mizu. Oh, okay. You look like someone else I saw the other day. So, that said, you know, I think the 116 spear is holy. It's the holy spear. And then the 117 is a fire spear. I don't know if I'm ever going to make them. They look very interesting, but at this point in time, I think I'd be more inclined to just I'd focus my efforts on the night sky. Maybe run it, but I don't know. I don't know. It feels like an afterthought to me. I really have no idea about them. They look cool and their weapon powers are interesting, but I still think the assault dungeon weapons are where to go. Like, I think the next step is Dragon Arc Test Show. But if anything, I'd make the 117 staff and try to get that to 100. Because that staff would have like a really powerful invig, and I could put like meditation and rapid on it, and everything would be good. So, this was a cool little, you know, video we did here. A lot of, like, you know, just a little update. Just wanted to say, you know, it's a new week. Stuff's coming. So, you know, be on the lookout. I'll try to put little update notifications. And if we do the AMA on like Friday, I'll put up a video like around Wednesday, Thursday saying, hey, there's going to be an AMA Friday, just like before. Ask any questions you want. We can talk about anything, like anything at all. It could be like I like to start with Onigiri stuff, and then last time we moved into anime, and it was so much fun. It was so much fun. I'd love to do it again. So, yeah. So be on the lookout. Thanks for watching, and I hope to hear from you guys in game and out of game, whatever. Just a reminder, there is an Aurogiri community I made on PlayStation. So I think if you go on PlayStation, type in Aurogiri. It's an Onigiri chat. You can find that community. You can request admittance and I'll let you in. I'll pretty much let anyone in. Like, there's no one I'll turn away. And then you can come on in and you can post pictures there of your character. You can say, hey, is this build good? Hey, what should I do next? You know, you can post all those pictures. It'd be really helpful. It better be Friday. Okay, well, unless like something magical and disruptive happens in my life, it'll be Friday. So, yeah, that to look forward to, Blaze. But yeah, that community's there. Join it if you're interested in Aurogiri stuff, and yeah, it was nice making a little video after a weekend and not doing much. So I will see. I'm here for you all. I'm here for all your alcohol. I don't have any alcohol at all. But hi Sapphire. Unfortunately, we are closing the stream, but it was nice seeing you stop by. But you know, I don't want to see like a update video thing and it's like you go on YouTube and say 40 minutes, goddamn. Oh, someone already just requested community to drink away all the stupid people in my memories. Alright. So I'm gonna go let that guy in the community, and then I'm gonna be out of here. And partly from my successful application towards the Scarlet team. Well, that's great. You know, it's good. It's good they let you in. It's awesome. We'll have to talk more later. But for now, I'm going to close the stream because I got other things to do. So it was nice having you guys, and I'll see you guys later.